Life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Life is really simple. But we insist on making it complicated. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Keep calm and carry on. You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The unexamined life is not worth living. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. Life is too important to be taken seriously. The truth is, you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Life is a crazy ride, and nothing is guaranteed. Life is what we make it, always has been, always will be. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Life is made of ever so many partings welded together. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Life is short, and it's up to you to make it sweet. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. To live is so startling it leaves little time for anything else. Life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Life is a question, and how we live it is our answer. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Life is a journey that must be traveled no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. An unexamined life is not worth living. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we respond to it. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. The greatest blessings of mankind are within us and within our reach. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Life is about making an impact, not making an income. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Turn your wounds into wisdom. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Life is too short to be living somebody else's dream. Enjoy the little things in life, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Life is a book, and there are 1,000 pages I have not yet read. Life is a flower of which love is the honey. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Life is a great big canvas, and you should throw all the paint on it you can. Life is not about waiting for the storms to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. The good life is a process, not a state of being. It is a direction, not a destination. Life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. Life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once. We do not remember days, we remember moments. Life is about making an impact, not making an income. The best way to prepare for life is to begin to live. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. Life is the art of drawing without an eraser. Where there is love, there is life. The great use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast it. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. Life is a succession of moments. To live each one is to succeed. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Life isn't measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. Life is short, and truth works far and lives long. Let us then speak the truth. Life is an adventure in forgiveness. Life is a long lesson in humility. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. The purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things